My name is Jason McClooney, and I think that it's important to know where I came from in order to see where I'm at now. I was a runaway from the age of 12. It was the first time I ran away when I was 12 and was pretty much on my own on the streets at 14. And I can tell you that there's evil in the streets, and there's people that prey on innocent people, there's people that prey on sick people, there's people that prey on naive people, and I got preyed upon. And it led me to drugs. Drugs in the beginning, I think, allowed me to cope. If you would have asked me a year ago, do I believe in God? I'd have told you there's no way. I used methamphetamines for 20 years. I've been to several rehabs. I've been to several jails. People had lost hope on me. I had lost hope on me. When I got here, I was physically, emotionally, spiritually bankrupt. I had nothing, and I had resigned myself to the fact that meth was going to kill me. And even to the point where I had given everything that I owned away. I didn't have any possessions anymore. I was waiting to die. And then I met my wife. And actually the relationship in the beginning was terrible. We fought all the time. We were both doing drugs. There was no trust. And one night she decided that she wanted to get high like I used to get high. And she let this guy stick a needle in her arm. And I instantly could see what was in her future. And I didn't want her to go down the road. She had crossed a line that she didn't even know was there, and bad things were in store for her. I believe that moment awoke my heart just enough that I wanted to help her, make sure that she was okay before I died. And that's how we ended up out here in Montrose. We escaped from the neighborhood that we were in, and we came out here, $600 in our pocket, nowhere to live. All we had was the clothes on our back, but I was determined that we were going to stay clean, and immediately started working. It was my coworker that helped bring me to Christ. Basically, he was thugged out gangster looking Mexican dude and no hair, and from the very first moment that I started working with him, he started giving me his testimony, and I could see the drug addict in him. I could see me in him, but I could also see this fantastic person, and I wanted, it wasn't so much what he said, but it was how he acted, how he interacted with people and how he interacted with his family and the other co-workers, and he was caring and compassionate, and slowly, step by step, he brought me closer and closer to where I am today. And so while I was working with him, Nikki and I moved up here to Montrose, and she wanted to get involved with the church, and I wanted to go where she went. It just so happened by coincidence, one Sunday we were walking past Montrose Church, and everybody was out front waiting to come in for the service, and was a little intimidated to come up to the people that were standing out front, because I might have been comparing my insides to their outsides, but they looked like a bunch of well-groomed, upper middle class, got it together people, and I felt like, inside I still felt like a junkie. I walked up the steps and I asked the guy that was standing at the top of the steps, who happened to be Keith Sorum, what denomination this church was, and he was so welcoming. Come on in, get some coffee, get some donuts, you can take it into the sanctuary. And since we've been here, there's been amazing people that have just really reached out to us. It was a good day, and we decided to come back, and they had an altar call, and my wife and I were the first ones up to the front. And I didn't need somebody to tell me that I was forgiven. I needed to feel forgiven. And when I went up there, I felt like I had been forgiven. It was a good day. So one thing led to another. We got involved with the church and started working around here a little bit, and we got baptized, and we got married, and I've just been given so many gifts since we came to Christ, so many gifts. I shouldn't be alive right now. I shouldn't be alive. And I'm healthy, and I've got a fantastic job, and I get up every day, and I'm excited to go to work. I'm excited to come home to my wife. It's a life that I never knew, and it's more than I deserve. So that's my story.